This lecture series is entitled Crash Course in Jewish History, the whole story in 5 lectures. All of Jewish history is the history of people and not necessarily of events or forces in the world. The Jewish view of things is that everything depends upon individual people. Individual people have choices for good or for better, and that those choices bring about consequences, and those are the consequences that we call history.
Well, how old are you, young fella? Too. If somebody pulls down, you put your foot in their face. You know what I'm saying? But up in here, you can't do that because it's against the rules. Okay, so we got good rules and regulations. And sometimes you might have to use them rules and regulations for the rest of your life.
Get the jab back out there. Don't look at him. There you go. You don't have to hit him hard. Just throw the jab out there and touch him. Right there, please.
Oh, you did all right today. And when you went to the body nice.
But in the last round, it's eyes, so I was just going for the body.
Yeah, I like for you to stay there sometimes. When they're coming at you, turn it. Then punch, that's right. And that way you can stay right in front of them. Throw the punches at you and you turn the back, you never miss. Throw right down here. Or they'll just hit you on the shoulder.
Being from New York, I was a pretty good amateur in New York. Many times when I fought in the gold gloves in local tournaments, that really prepared me for the future, and the future is now. I'm learning how to be a professional, and everything's coming along.
Nothing, did you?
Hope not.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, baby, be cool.
Jimmy, you had breakfast yet?
I ain't know.
They're giving me nothing on the flight,
I brought something with me.
Chicken wings?
No, tuna fish.
I'm not nervous.
Hey, you don't know what you are. When the nervous comes out, you don't even know when you're nervous.
I'm not nervous, man. Come on, I've been doing this for I've been doing this my whole life.
I didn't say you're nervous per se, that you just nervous now like everybody knows you. But it's in your system. Maybe this is you're allergic to something. Maybe you're allergic and you're getting ready to go with. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist.
Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Las Vegas Frontier International Airport. Local time here is approximately 10:14.
Everybody's looking forward to Saturday night. We had a fight that was going to go on after the main event because the young man is a very observant Orthodox Jewish fighter, and he can't fight until after the Sabbath is over, which is at sundown.
And the rabbi said, no problem. The Sabbath, because it's winter, ends at 5:15. We're really delighted we can accommodate him. Please welcome Dmitriy Salita.
I just want to thank Top Rank and Mr. Barbaram for giving me this great opportunity. I had a very good training camp, and I'm actually very excited. It's going to be my first televised fight, and I'm looking forward to Saturday night, counting the hours, counting the days, and I'm looking forward to putting on a great performance. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on Saturday. The Lord is King, the Lord's wars, King, the Lord shall be King forever and ever. The Lord reigns for eternity, the nations have vanished from his land. The Lord has annulled the counsel of nations, he has foiled the schemes of people, men and the thoughts of the heart of men. Shema Yisrael, Eloheinu Adonai Echad. See, I'm an immigrant. I come from Russia. So back in the 1920s and 1930s, the number one ethnic group in boxing were the Jews. Right. Barney Rose, Benny Leonard, and a whole bunch of other guys. So, they were immigrants and they were trying to fight their way to the top. So I guess maybe there's some similarities there. And I'm just trying to make it, man.
And we're very excited that he's making his debut on pay-per-view like this, HBO pay-per-view. Also, an Associated Press writer is coming down to meet him now, and very soon we expect, or we hope, that an Associated Press story will go throughout the world on our boy Dmitry.
The Chabad rabbi here is named Shea Harlick. He comes into the office one day and he says, I have a fighter for you. I said, Rabbi, not you too. He says, yeah, there's this Jewish boy in Brooklyn, and he's in the amateurs, and he would love you to call him. Remember I called you?
Yes.
Right, yeah. And then he won the Golden Gloves in New York, but he was going to go to a world tournament. And even though the tournament here in the United States, when he fought in it, they accommodated the religion to moving his weight division to Saturday night rather than Friday night. With the Hungarians, they ain't gonna do that shit for a Jew.
No. The world tournament was in Budapest.
So yeah, it was in Budapest. Yeah. So they wouldn't do it. So at that point, he became disgusted and said he wanted to turn pro.
The fact is that Top Rank has been really working great with the schedule and still managed, as you see, to put me on big cards, even though, they have the schedule.
Well, it helps. Poverty, sure.
Yes.
Really, because I was raised in an Orthodox family, so I understand this stuff. It's not like I come, for somebody who has...
You were raised Orthodox.
Yeah, so somebody who, doesn't have the background, it becomes very, very difficult to deal with. Not that they don't want to deal with it, it's hard to figure out, but I know all the rules. Not that I follow them, but I know all the rules.
Fish and horseradish here in Vegas. The hot food for tonight, I don't have like a hot platter that can keep it on, so it's pretty hot. She delivers it very hot. You just wrap it up in a blanket and a pillow. It stays warm until tonight. Using some of Dmitry's boxing tape. Now we don't need to use the key, which works electronically, which like I do on Shabbos. Just tape it around the door.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במוזיקה וחוזק בצבאנו ולחבניק נהיה שבס קודש. אמן.
himself. So, you know, if you like boxing, just watch the kid in the blue trunks and see what you think about his potential. Boom. Body shots from Salita, thrown with power. Good uppercut, perfect arc, short,
Yes.
tight.
All of his punches are short, and he keeps good balance at all times. Good body position.
First knockdown. So we got to see a minute and 25 seconds of Dmitriy Salita, and Ron Gladden will go back to Kentucky with a bloody nose.
Very impressive.
Wow, this was a good coming out party on national TV. All you want to do is keep the line going like this, not like this.
That's right.
Straight up. I agree. Little by little, you feel better, you do more. You also don't want to get ahead of yourself, because to have a big, tough fight in the ring when the awareness isn't good enough, it's not even worth the effort.
Right.
You know, we have to increase the publicity and the marketing, increase the awareness little by little. Then, when the big fight's ready, it's ready. For a while, just as an attraction, just as a novelty, there's a lot of activity and a lot of exposure for you. Then, as you develop along with the marketing, then we'll worry about what to do later. Exactly. No rush. Oh, excuse me. Okay, thanks. Take care. Good luck.
Being observant in Judaism and boxing, to me, is not a contradiction at all. You have to understand where I come from, the experiences that I've been through, Judaism and boxing, and how all of it happened. I was born in Odessa, Ukraine in 1982. The reason why my parents left, and most people left, is for their kids. They knew that in America, their kids would have the opportunity to reach their utmost potential, and who they were would not stand in their way. We moved to Brooklyn in 1991 when I was 9 years old. I mean, in the beginning, you know, my family struggled. You know, we were on welfare and food stamps. That's when immigration sets in, and kids made fun of me. I wore bad clothes, got into a lot of fights, into a lot of arguments. And about at the age of 12, my brother started to discuss the idea of boxing. The best I ever felt as a kid was when I was going to the boxing gym. All the frustration that I would gather up in school, take it out in those gym wars that I had in Star City. I wanted to break out of that level of poverty that we were at, that social level that we were at, so I can relate to, you know, to everyone in the gym, and I can relate to the fighters that made it and came from other struggling backgrounds. And the gym gave me a good sense of being.
I can see him at age 13, white as this. You know, he's got a deep tan now. This is his true color. And he walks in Jimmy's gym one day, and nothing but black and Hispanic faces in there, and says, "I want to box." And all the kids in the gym are looking at him. "Yeah, Jimmy, I'll box him. I'll get him. Come on, Jimmy, put him in. No, me first, me first." And then the first day he boxed, they had to beat him up. You figure, well, we'll never see him again. Then he kept coming back and getting beat up, and pretty soon he started to beat them up.
What did you see in Dmitry that brought you, that attracted you to him, that said, this kid, you know, this kid has a positive future in the sport?
Maybe it just came from my own size at that time. You know, I just wanted just to, let's see what he can do. Let's find out. And he turned out right. It just turned out good. He did everything I told him to do. If I told him to bow down, he bowed down. If I told him to stand up straight, he stood up straight. He listened. And that's what it takes to be a good boxer, listening to people. And then God gave him a little bit of talent, too, to go along with it. The father and mother used to drive Dmitry to the club every day. Then they'd get out and walk around the block. And so when I was at the gym, I walked outside, and they were still sitting in the car. She called me over and asked me to, you know, said, "Jimmy, come here, I want to speak to you." So I don't know what that sounded. I stood there and I talked with her. "How you feeling?" You know, an everyday conversation. And she said, "Look, I want you to do me a favor." I said, "Yeah, what's that?" "I want you to take care of my son. I want you to look after my kid."
Well, my mother was first diagnosed with cancer. It was an extremely difficult period of time for my family. And there's always a certain level of hope, but with chemotherapy not doing what it's supposed to do, you understand where it's all heading to.
You know, to lose your mother at that age and bracket's tough. Right? And he loved his mother dearly. But it happens. And God says it's time to go, it's time to go.
It was just a big shock that we still have not rehabilitated from. And boxing was something that helped me deal with it emotionally in a very big way, because it helped me, you know, lock out the pain and give me a purpose. I knew that I was winning and knew that it's something that I had that kept me feeling good. But for my mother, it must have been, now that I'm thinking about it, it was very difficult, knowing that her son is doing this crazy sport, and you know, being in the situation that she was in, I guess, you know, Jimmy played a very a great role in her level of comfort and safeness with me, I guess.
Dmitriy Salita. You don't need no beer in front of fighters. Right. Stay away from beer and girls. The first thing they put in front of us is naked girls.
So they'll know what to stay away from.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Here, look at it and keep away from it.
De estar en Puerto Rico y de participar en esta.
I laid the beer down over here because I got a little Jewish boy, and he's religious. And the rabbis see beer in front of him. So they put the water, but not the Budweiser. I got nothing against Budweiser.
That's for the promotion, though.
Yeah, well, I got to look at my boy, too. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
See, if somebody takes the picture and the rabbis see it somewhere,
yeah,
they're going to complain.
You should talk to Peter, because remember that's part of the promotion.
I understand.
Hola, buenos días. Me siento muy feliz e emocionado de estar en Puerto Rico. Buenos días. Me siento muy... Pardon.
I'd like now to introduce one of the participants. He's not Hispanic. He was born in Odessa, Ukraine. Please welcome our honorary Latino, Dmitriy Salita.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aaron. This is my 5th Latin Fury card, so I thought that it would be a good idea that I learn a little Spanish. Here it is. Buenos días. Me siento muy feliz y emocionado de estar en Puerto Rico y de participar en esta cartera. Sí que la gente de Puerto Rico son grandes fanáticos del boxeo. Por eso pienso que esta es una gran oportunidad para mí y estoy muy emocionada por la pelea. Gracias. Honey, is dinner ready? looking at it. You didn't do a good job with the asparagus, man. You overgrilled it, bro. That's it, Israel. You're fired from the restaurant. You really are pretty good cook, Israel. You really are.
After the Morel fight ends, you'll have about 7 minutes. The rest starts at 9.
The importance, the anxiety, all the emotions that are intertwined in entering the ring is the most powerful thing in the world to me. They help me develop a personal, spiritual relationship. I believe that I, to a certain extent, found God through boxing.
They told me like 2 weeks that your name, that I might fight her. Yeah, but I never knew that I didn't find out that you were southward till like 2 days ago.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
I went on boxrec.com.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, that's right.
My brother.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, sometimes you guys gotta look out for yourself. I gotta tell you that. Very right. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You're young, right? 22, 23?
21.
21.
Yeah.
Make sure you remember that. That's you.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life. Don't depend on anybody else.
Right, that's right, yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, man.
This entire 53 chapters of the Alter Rebbe. Alter Rebbe is the founder of the Chabad Hasidic movement. And he wrote this based on a verse that's written in the Torah. One verse. 53 chapters around this one verse. And this verse talks about the ability of every Jew to fulfill God's wish. And he says that the Torah and its mitzvahs in the Chumash, in the Bible, it says, are not in the heaven that you're going to say, that you could say, who's going to go up to heaven and bring it for us? It's not across the sea that you can say, who's going to go across the sea to bring it to us, but rather, it's very close to you, in your mouth, in your heart to do. It's in your hands, you can reach it. It may not be so easy, but you can reach it. It's reachable.
One time I came to visit my mother in the hospital. She was rooming with a religious lady. Her husband came to visit her. We began a conversation, and he took my phone number and my contact information and gave it to the local Chabad because he saw that I was a kid that was reaching and searching for Judaism. Chabad specializes in outreach work. After the meeting in the hospital, I met the local Chabad rabbi and came out to see what the whole thing was like. I slowly began to become more observant in terms of Shabbos and kosher, and it began to grow. And besides what was happening in my personal life, I remember that I felt like going to the synagogue, say on Shabbos, even if it was for 10-15 minutes, and I would do something that wasn't kosher, even afterwards, whatever. I felt that it gave me a surge of strength and a surge of motivation for the coming week.
Me and Israel were both brothers. Like you have sometimes Sprite, cherry Sprite and the regular Sprite. You know, we're both Sprite, but his taste is a little bit more on the sporty type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm never into it. I'm completely the opposite. I mean, I'm absolutely in no sports in my life. You know, that's me. Zalman sort of maybe would be
the last one to know that I was into boxing, but he knew a little bit, and that's why he eventually told me, said, six months, Dmitry's coming here, now you tell me, you know. So Dmitry one time walked in here during the week and met me, and he was pretty much in shock of how much I blabbered about boxing, and he wasn't sure if I was Alman's brother or I was just a disguise, you know, clip-on beard. What I see in it is that it's divine providence I'm involved with him for all the right reasons. The involvement of Shabbos, helping him with Shabbos, helping him being observant on the road, which is sometimes difficult. I really believe that's where I'm supposed to be and that's what I'm supposed to do.
See, today you were a little bit more here, and you forgot that you got good legs. You forgot that you could just bam, see, and move him. Feint the guy. You see what I'm saying? Feint, hey, and coming in. Today you were up there for him. Dmitry is not a devastating puncher, you know, but he could hurt people, and he's got a lot of speed, and he's got beautiful lateral movement, and I'm trying to, you know, bring that back, but a little bit on the accurate side. That's it. One more time.
For this fight, hopefully, we're going to be a little more explosive and a little more aggressive. You know, I'm a very calm person, naturally. And he understands that. And, you know, when I box and when I train in the gym, he tries to burn the fire under me and to say things to motivate me, to get me going. And that's very good because it helps my performance.
I don't want to see no cutie. There you go. That's what I want to see. I want to see roughness. That's it. Come on. I want to see that instinct, baby. Come on. That instinct. This sport is a very, 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 very raw sport. The most important thing is that Dmitry is a well-dedicated fighter. But again, I always put a question mark to every single boxer because anything could happen in boxing. Anything.
Used to get a lot of notoriety because one time during the World Series, it was Yom Kippur and he wasn't able to pitch. It happened one time. Well, this young man, there are 70 days a year, every year, that he isn't able to fight. He's been written up in Sports Illustrated, the Washington Post, the prestigious Washington Post, did a 4,800-word piece on him. He's been written up in the LA Times and New York Magazine.
Whose decision was it to bring in Oscar?
Well, it was my idea. I understood that my training needed to be taken up a notch, and you know, and Jimmy's 79 years old, so physically he can't do the things that he did, you know, a while back. But Jimmy O.
Yeah.
But he's
not hurting your relationship.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, not at all.
Right?
No, Jimmy is the one that suggested and supported my decision and said that you know, you need to do whatever it is you need to do to get yourself to the next level.
Well, Oscar seems to be a pretty decent guy so far, I see. I like him. My role is to stand in the back of him and guide, and if he needs help, to help him out. That's all. School him, and don't let nobody mess with him. Because I tell him now, if you mess with him, you got to face me, and I'll be ready to put my foot in your ass.
Okay, we need to get you guys ready now.
You said 3 minutes. It's been a minute. So please don't rush. We're gonna just, you know, if we can have 1 minute to walk over there, don't rush. Just give me my minutes here. You told me 3, now you're gonna make it 1. Let's go.
different life getting ready for a fight and knowing that you're gonna face somebody that's gonna try to take your head off. There's one personality outside the ring, and there's a personality inside the ring. It's really a different person. I go in there and I take care of business and I win, and that's my job and that's my responsibility.
I'm not a boxing fan. It's an issue that I bring up gently. I always tell him that I wish that you should walk into the ring and the guy should just fall down. I discuss it with him often, my concerns. I actually, at certain stages, I did encourage him to look for a different career, but he was already into it, and this is what he chose to do. So I felt maybe I should continue to help him and encourage him, and he's doing quite a great job in it.
I cannot teach you how to fight because I don't know. But if you will one day decide to go to a heavyweight, I can teach you how to become heavyweight. But to fight, don't ask me.
Are you fighting in New York anytime soon?
Hopefully in the end of spring, maybe in the summertime.
Do you believe one day you're going to come out to ring to fight with beard and yarmulke?
In terms of your professional boxing goals, where does family fit into that? I mean, part of Judaism is getting married, having children. How do you plan on working that out?
Family is essential. Boxing is just like any other job. God willing, you get a good girl that supports you, and the man is as great as the one behind him, right?
Who could be that good girl that supports you to get hurt? Tell me that.
Different professions.
Do a lot of sacrifice.
Well, of course. It's a two-way street.
Stop fighting.
That's for sure. I think the girl they will have, he will never disappoint her. So she has nothing to be afraid. No.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
You're huge, you're built.
Thanks.
When did you start? How old are you?
I was 13.
Wow, that was young.
Я вам желаю еще второй раз говорю. Я очень любитель бокс. И между нами я тоже ходил в Грузию. Но я не такой боксер, как ты. Но я ходил очень, потому я очень это. Желаю успехов. Победа.
I thought that there would be a fight in New York May 8th, and it did not happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm very disappointed because I've been professional for 3 years now, and I haven't fought in New York once. All the other prospects fought in their hometown more than once, and people here that followed me when I was amateur and, always asked me, when are you gonna fight? And, I don't have an answer for them. Every time I tell them that I'm gonna fight, the fight falls through. I have to build my own fan base, and it's very important that I build it here. I'm fighting, I'm working hard to make it. I want to really make it big. So when things don't really pan out like that, it's a big disappointment. That's not good, man.
Если есть insurance, то перегоняешь. Зу устал, а? No, but this is... Oh!
That's a jab, man. He's jabbing.
It was like a hook jab.
He's been doing that the whole. I mean, from
He
what I've
jumps in,
seen,
he always
jumps
does
in
it.
a quick
This
left
is it,
hook.
this is it.
I think he got hurt too a little bit there. Yeah, from an uppercut. No, he got hurt. He got hurt from an uppercut, I think. They're stopping the fight.
What?
No.
Why? Zoo didn't want to go on?
Nah, Zoo, it's terrible for Zoo. Terrible.
It's not terrible.
It is because you don't know who made the decision there. It's not a.
So what? Even if he made the decision.
Huh?
Trust me, he had to feel real bad to make that decision. Kasazu's a warrior.
Yeah, Kasazu's a warrior, so is Asalino, no?
What are you saying, man?
What's the difference between this stoppage and the Asalino stoppage?
How do you-
Asalino was in worse shape
You
than
can't
this.
So what? You can't criticize either one of them.
I'm not criticizing any of them. It's what the press is gonna say.
Who cares what the press says?
Who cares?
The press is not gonna say anything about
No, but you
Kasazu.
should go for another round.
Kasazu's... You guys have no idea what he's feeling. You guys have no idea. No one can criticize him, man.
Они туда уезжают.
Клава была?
You will take a good look. Okay?
Играла с Домогаровым.
Да, я знаю.
Говорят,
Там я не попала.
Они вдвоем?
А я видела спектакль этот.
Everything all right?
Видела их
Everything great.
вдвоем в другом спектакле.
Top Rank has had nothing official in New York for him, technically, ever. So it's a big deal if it's in Times Square or in Brooklyn. It's not really relevant. You know, it's right here. He won the gloves here, and that's really the last thing he's done here. So it's a big step forward. Even the press conference is a big step forward.
How you doing, Michael? All right?
Nervous.
Huh?
Nervous.
You nervous?
Yeah.
Why are you nervous, Michael? I thought maybe you're nervous because two of those girlfriends found out about one and the other. Last time we were together, you had two girlfriends. You were juggling. Remember, Michael?
Here's the camera. So.
Huh? Last time he was juggling two girlfriends on Shabbos. Remember? You told me that it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You had to buy gifts for one girl, gifts for the other girl. Huh?
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out with either one? 2 sets of candy? 2 sets of flowers? My God. And it didn't work out?
Come on, you on? You on?
Yeah.
Coming to you live from ESPN Zone in New York City, Times Square. Demetrius, he's gonna be champion. Floyd Mayweather, you know I'm at the top of the food chain. These boys can't mess with me. And I'm back, flamboyant Floyd. No longer pretty boy Floyd, just flamboyant.
Tell him who's coming up, though. Tell him who's coming up, though.
You coming up. Tough guy. He coming up.
That's me. Us is together. Ain't it nice? Showing up, buttercup.
What do you think this is going to do for his career as a boxer?
This event, I think this is a step on his way to beat world champion.
Could you answer that in Russian? I'm sorry.
Я думаю, что это шаг на его пути к мировой короне.
And do you have any concerns being his father about this fight?
Я думаю, что все будет нормально, у меня нет никаких. И его способ тренировки, его уровень подготовки всегда внушает мне уверенность, что все будет в порядке.
And are you a boxer as well? Is that how Dmitriy got started?
No, I'm not boxing. Я не был никогда боксером.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now you, come on, you know better than that, please. Now you're hesitating. You don't have to. You do anything with the jab. Anything you want after the jab. That's how I want to see you work. All right?
The one with the tattoos?
Yeah.
You think you can knock his tattoos off on him?
Try.
He's not going to win any beauty contests, this guy, is he? Huh?
That's for sure. This guy is a one-dimensional fighter, if you notice. He's here, or he's here, or he's here. You see? Go back in there, man. Go back in there. Go back in there, man. You're making it hard for yourself. You know that, right? He just probably lost a pound. I want to be on the safe side. By the time the weigh-in is, he's going to be maybe a quarter of a pound under. I'm going to give him another probably 5 minutes there, and that's it. We're ready to go. Having a fighter with the experience that Rocky's got, go a round with Rocky, that's like taking a real nice 45-minute beautiful lesson from one of the best teachers in the school. Because beating Rocky nice and convincingly, those people that really know boxing are gonna say, oh, this kid, look, he did a real good job on this guy that's been with these fighters. You see what I'm saying? And instead knocking him out, and then when it's time to prove himself, oops, what happened to this kid?
Hey, give us about 10 feet and follow us on out, okay? Come on, man.
Well, if you saw these two guys at a convenience store, you had to pick out the fighter. There's no question that Rocky Martinez looks to be in that profession. Dmitriy Salita looks like a college student.
That's the way I want you to work. Now listen, I told you, we have to be creative.
Your legs okay? You feel right? Yeah. Well, give me some bobbing and weaving and some jabs.
Come on, let's get some in.
Still undefeated, Dmitriy Salita.
I want to see that brother splatted, second round.
I agree.
You know?
I was a little rusty, right?
But you know what I think it was? I think it was your first fight close to home, and you know you had people from the house there. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it was a little different for me because you always fight in the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe that was, you know,
A little rusty.
You know, I know you could have did better. You know what I'm saying? So, how far do you want me to go with this? You know, but I know that you know you could have did a whole hell of a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Since the fight, I've been trying to work out basically my boxing future for the next few years, and I've been talking to different people. Top Rank and Bob Arum did a good job to this point, but for whatever reason, it's very difficult for them to get fights in New York, to get fights on the East Coast, and it's very difficult to stay 100% focused when you don't know what's happening next. It could happen that I could not fight for like 6 months. I mean, it could happen. Almost 3 months. Like the same thing's been going on. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and 1 week and 2 weeks and 3 weeks. So I hope something happens tomorrow.
Пиджак хороший на тебя? Пиджак хороший. Не мятые? Чего? Они мятые. Иди, это ерунда, блин. Какая ерунда, блин? Это пресс-конференция, ты понимаешь? Ты думаешь, что мятые это постоянная ерунда. Ну и что ж это дикая? На, держи. У нас утюг есть? Давай как раз неплохо. Уйдет по-серо, ты знаешь? Не очень. Идет, она не солидно, понимаешь? Вот это отлично. Отлично? Да. Все.
You may ask, why are we rushing to do a show on September 14th? There's really one reason for that, and the reason for that is that Dmitriy Salita needs to fight, and he needs to fight at home, and this will be his first fight in New York, and it's long overdue. I'm doing this show, frankly, for Dmitry. I admire this kid. I want to work with him, and this is the first step in trying to put that together. I admire him because of his work ethic. I admire him because of his faith. I admire him because he sticks by a set of rules that he lives his life by, and those rules don't bend. And that's why it's necessary to do a show on September 14th, the night before Rosh Hashanah begins.
This means that this is a fight that you gotta win. You gotta kick ass. I don't mean play with him. It means do a number on his ass. You gotta satisfy everybody in there. But first you gotta satisfy your cotton-picking self. All right?
Was it your request not to have the card girls between each round? Is that not sinuous? Is that?
He figured, look, he's a I figured I'd make it easy for him. I talked to Israel. We figured it was the right thing to do. You know, since New Year's tomorrow. He's a religious kid. We left him out of there. I can't promise it'll be that way every time.
This is actually the beginning of what I had planned in my mind and what I wanted since I started to be a pro. This is the kind of event that I want to draw. This is where I want to perform, you know?
It had rabbis sitting in the seats and women sitting right next to them. You know, or you go to the synagogues, the women sit upstairs, or they sit in the back, or they sit on the side. But here, all they were together. Women right next to the men that they're not even supposed to be touching or be together like that, nowhere near each other like this here. But they was all together, wishing for this boy to win the fight. Now that's something completely different that's been happening in their own backyard.
I photographed Ali here.
Oh, okay.
And you ever see Yuri Foreman's postcard?
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, quite a few promoters are approaching me and speaking to me, showing a lot of interest. But things have been working very well with Lou Diabella. The contract is not signed yet. However, I'm very satisfied with most of the points in the contract, and I think that's who we're going to go with.
Being a Sabbath observer, are you concerned that that might eventually cause some problems when a promoter may want you to box before sundown on Shabbos? I mean, this works out well on a Thursday, but has that ever happened, or has there been any conflicts that you've had to deal with in that area?
It was a conflict when I was amateur, but now I think that everybody's aware of my situation and aware of the fact of the days that I fight and I don't fight. And another reason why the relationship between myself and Diabella Boxing can be so great is because they have so many Thursday night shows. And the last show they did on Tuesday, so I don't think it should be a problem. And now I'm getting to a point where I'm going to be a main event fighter, and you don't fight till night anyway, so Saturday night is fine. Yeah.
His message to the world is that no career should ever convince you that it's a contradiction to religion. He says, I came from Russia, that's what they told me in Russia, not in America. And that's, by the way, what also gave him the stubbornness to stand for it. He said, in America, my religion is going to be an obstacle for me. Not in America. In other words, it was a mixture of his religious belief and his belief in the country. He believed in the message of the country that it's freedom of religion. Why should they tell me what to do?
The President and Miss Laura Bush request the pleasure of your company at a Hanukkah reception to be held at the White House Thursday, December 9th at 5 o'clock. It's a tremendous honor. Like, I don't even have the words. I don't even know how to describe it. It's amazing.
Bless me with all your light. I'm on a train, brain vex, connecting and I feel blessed. Whether day or night, I'm on the stream of the town of New York City. Let me stop with your
name. Look at one cosmetic shopping. What else you got? Where's the moisturizer? Where's the foundation? You got the foundation?
Best of all, for those horrid black heads.
Part of his life was in Russia, where Judaism was oppressed and all religion was oppressed.
I'm gonna do it again later.
Hanukkah represents really religious freedom all over the world, and it's for that reason I think he was invited to the White House.
How many kids that's 22 years of age, been in this country 10 years, and wind up going to meet the President of the United States? It's an honor, man. You can't surpass that. His father can go to work and say, yeah, my son met the President of the United States. Whether you like him or not, the President has nothing, no bearing. He's still the #1 man in the country. And for you to meet him, hello, out of sight. Can't beat that.
We have a number of special guests for me to introduce. Let me welcome one in particular because he and I have a lot in common. 22-year-old Dmitriy Salita. He is about as devoted to his faith as he is to the ring, and he often likes to say, quote, if anyone wants a whooping from me, you've got to wait until after sundown. I may use that one next November when I run for re-election.
I decided after speaking with Jimmy, Israel, Orlando, the relationship with Oscar is not working out because of the fact that he travels so much and he has so many responsibilities that he's really not giving me the time that I expected. We really ended on very good terms, and I'm very happy about it. And the person that I hired as my head trainer is Hector Roca. I've worked with him towards the end of my amateur career. He's a very good trainer. He worked with a lot of good fighters. Aaron Barkley, Arturo Gatti, Buddy McGirt, and he worked with Hilary Swank for a movie, $1 Million Baby.
Now he's got to learn who's good for him and who's not good for him. He's the one who's going to get hit. He's the one who's going to be going through pain and working and sweating and all of that. He is the boss of this ship, like the captain of the ship. That's what he is. He's got to learn to do it, and I believe he can. He's been taught, he knows what to do.
Dave, you want to come back here? I have Israel and Dmitry.
My recollection was that it was going to be $25,000 up front, and then there would be a $10,000 payment down the line.
My recollection was that it was 35, and then there was going to be a $10,000 payment after 8 fights.
Hold on. You know, initially you said 25 up front and then 15 on the back end, which adds up to 40. You eliminated the incentive bonus. I said put the incentive bonus back in, but instead of 15, we'll take a cut to 10. But I wasn't proposing to eliminate the 35. And Josh and I agreed to that. It was gonna, and Lou, obviously Josh wouldn't have agreed if Lou hadn't given an okay to it.
That's my understanding. Let me leave here and call Lou offline and tell him what's going on.
In the original agreement, a fighter shall receive a 17.5 upon execution of this agreement and 17.5 on December 15th. That's how it went before. Now it's fighter shall receive, well, now it's fighter shall receive 12.5 immediately after his first bout under this agreement and 12.5 immediately after his second bout under this agreement.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's really not cool.
Definitely.
It's a signing bonus. When you sign, you get it.
Right. Oh, yeah. I forgot why we had trouble getting it done the first time.
That's how long it was.
I thought this was just going to be easy. It's never easy, man. This is crazy. I mean, I guess it's a lot like any other business in that the top 1 or 2% make all the money. You know, I mean, when you see the heavyweights fighting out there and you hear they're making, you know, $10, $20 million a fight, you know, there may be a misconception that most boxers are making that kind of money. At the most, the main event fighter on a club show off of HBO or Showtime might make $15,000. And the fighters fighting underneath, I mean, 4-round fighters, I mean, they can make as little as $100 a round.
From a business point of view, I feel that I bring a lot of things to the table that, for example, that someone else might not. So you cannot give me a standard contract. You have to give me a contract where I want you to make money, but you gotta give me the opportunity to make money too. You got people that they're gonna buy, you know, $300 or $400 ringside tickets that normally wouldn't buy it. So if you're gonna make an event and you're gonna sell ringside tickets for that much money, I gotta see some of that. It's common sense. And if I'm not going to see some of that, I'm not gonna sign a long-term contract with you because it just does not make sense.
Heavy lifting has been done.
Dave, you guys have any objection to me writing a check to Dmitry for his signing bonus? What are your reservations? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's not an issue, not at all.
Is this kind of like, when the Pope got elected, are we gonna like go out and like announce to the masses, it's done?
Let out the smoke. Let out the smoke.
Congratulations, Wojciech. Hey man, I gotta get my hug in first. Mazel tov.
Where's the bag?
Where's the bag?
Where's the bag?
Do you feel, Dmitry, that your time in Las Vegas was a mistake?
No. Bob Arum showed people, showed other promoters that I can be worked with, meaning that my fights that I can't fight from sundown to sundown on Shabbos, he showed that it could be done, which is a great thing.
And the fact that he has the support of a lot of fans and the support of a community means he can be, brought along at the proper pace.
For the fighter, he needs that in his mind that there's someone working on a plan for the next year, where you want to be a year from now. And Lou does have that idea. He wants to see if we can do a bigger venue for August. It just gives you peace of mind. It gives the fighter, which is the main thing, the peace of mind to train and worry about the fight that's upcoming.
Tough from May of this year to May of last year. This is my 23rd fight, and the most important thing is this is for the NABA belt, which gets you rated very highly in the world. God willing, everything goes well. This is, an end of a certain chapter in my life and in my career. I mean, it's a big deal.
Body, don't move. Body. Last round. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working. Where you going back for? Work.
48 and a half.
And yesterday is 48.
Yeah, but if I didn't spar today, I would be 47. I'd put on more clothes, I'd sweat.
Oye este. Oye este. Hey, you 7 days for the fight, amigo. 7. You're not gonna be a champion, never. Never. You're in trouble, amigo. Believe me, you're in trouble to make that weight. Maybe you don't fight for the title. You're not gonna be a champion. And that guy's strong. That guy in shape. That guy gonna be hustling you. And you waiting to the last 4 days to make 140. You wanna drop in your ass like you don't train. And next they wanna say, Hector, look, Hector don't train this guy. I know Dmitry. Dmitry is a very nice guy, very sensitive guy. And I don't try to be sensitive with him. I try to be tough, to he be tough, and he be a man. And that's only I try. You see me, I all the time cursing, screaming, stuff. It's not because I don't like it, because I want to be a tough guy. And since I love Dmitry, he respects me 100%. And what I do to him is to be a tough man. Because that's you have to be in boxing. You have to have attitude and be tough to the people respect you.
I'm really not eating. I gotta lose by tomorrow about 3 pounds. Just sweating it out a little bit.
We're going to keep the 3 knockdown rule in effect. So if you're knocked down 3 times in one round, the fight's over. It's a TKO, right? If you're knocked down 2 times in a round, if the referee lets it go to the next round, but 3 times in one round, the fight gets stopped on a TKO. Now, do you guys have a preference as to who weighs first? All right, go ahead, Sean, you weigh. All right, so we're going to weigh Sean Gallegos out of Las Vegas, New Mexico. Contract weight is 140.
Diablo.
We have 137 and a quarter.
Good.
Sean, 137 and a quarter. All right, Dmitry, step to the scale, please. Dmitry Salita, 139 and 3 quarters. All right, good going, guys. Let's keep the fight clean and be professional in there, okay? Beautiful venue, you're on TV, you're a highly sought after boxer, everybody's watching your career, so keep it clean in there and do a good job, okay? Good clean breaks, obey my verbal commands, and protect yourself at all times, okay? Good luck to you. Good luck.
So in the beginning, he's gonna jab on all this pop, 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 pop.
Hey. All right, let's get it. We want that belt, man. We want that belt. That's the beginning of a new life.
Yeah, the band is ready? Yeah, the band, everybody's ready, and you've got your singer. When the first fighter comes down, I need you guys right behind, kind of. Okay.
From the ground, I've been here too long. Lord, raise me up from the ground. I've been here too long. I said, Lord, raise me up from the ground. I've been here too long. I said, Lord, won't you raise me up from the ground? I've been gone for so long, where my mind been
from Las Vegas, New Mexico. Round one.
You know, Gallegos is not giving him too much to hit when he jabs.
Left hook gets in, though, for Salita. And Gallegos, unlike Louis Brown in the last time we saw Salita, continues to come forward and cut off the ring. Now Salita trying to move forward.
Beautiful.
Gallegos blocking the jab.
Gallegos actually having a pretty good round.
Ooh, beautiful right hand by Gallegos. And Salita is hurt. Salita in the corner in trouble. This kid from New Mexico, against all odds here in New York, against a local boy, is fighting a very tough fight so far.
You tired? So why you get fucking lazy? Huh? Why we training so hard till you get the riveted? Wow. You have to use your jab. Jab under and drive your right overhand. Jab first under and drive your right overhand.
Gallegos, the busier fighter in the third round. Now Salita comes out throwing his hands here in the fourth. Ooh, left hook gets in. Gallegos is in trouble. He's ready to go. That left hook buckled him. Here comes Salita trying to close the shot. Dmitriy Salita, in front of his hometown fans, is trying to put away Sean Gallegos. Here's Salita again. Gallegos in trouble. Salita taking his time, trying to set up that one big punch. Left hook gets in, and this is it. Oh! Dmitriy Salita drops Gallegos here in the sixth with 40 seconds to go. Does he have enough time to finish him? The Gallegos corner is going to stop this fight.
Thank God that everything turned out well and all the hard training paid off. You know, I feel like this is a closing of a certain chapter in my professional career. You know, I started out in Starrett City Boxing Club in Brooklyn as a kid, and looking at other champions, you have dreams, and with faith, hard work, dreams come true, and it's coming true a little at a time.